she's going to edit things out in a minute, but it's 9 o'clock. Hello, everybody in the virtual world. Welcome. I'm Amy. We have 60 minutes for yin. I was just saying there's a few people live here with me this morning, and I'm so grateful to be back in familiar space, sharing space, sharing energy. So for yin practice today, because we have to improvise a little bit with props and things like that, some things that you might want to grab if you're at home watching, something that you could use maybe as a block or a couple of blocks to bring the ground a little closer to you, maybe a blanket or a couple of pillows, a bolster if you have one. None of this is required, but just a suggestion. I will be practicing along with you. So yin, we're working on slow releasing tissue in the body. This requires time, this requires patience, and it's something different. This is exercising something different within us, not just our physical bodies, but that unwinding, slowing down, letting go, and feeling into whatever sensations come up. So I was listening to a podcast the other day, and there was this man named Vivek Murthy, who was the US Surgeon General during Barack Obama's term. And he wrote a book recently about connection and about how togetherness is so important for our health, and how the feeling of being lonely can have a negative impact on our health. And so we should tend to that. And one of the things he said that I have been ruminating on since I heard it was that feeling of connection comes in the most significant, powerful ways when we feel seen and heard. And with that, we need to stay connected to ourselves so that we can hear and that we can see one another. So this is kind of what we're going to feel into today in our practice, in this connection first to ourselves, so that we can be open to connecting with others. We're going to start in child's pose. So for child's pose, toes together, knees wide. If you're at home and you'd like something underneath of you, pillows, bolsters, etc., go ahead and do that. We will be here for a few. Allow your forehead to come down onto the mat, your arms to stretch out in front of you. Maybe, as we start, it might feel better for arms to be out wider. And find your breath. Coming into the doing of doing. Start to shift your lens inward. Let your mind travel through your body. Let the curiosity about what is wander. As you inhale, where does your body shift, change, and grow? And as you exhale, where can you deepen, soften, and accept? Recognizing that the movement here comes slowly. And the quiet give you enough space to notice when you're ready to go deeper. Stay in exploration of this shape for 6 more breaths. Just another full round, breathing in and breathing out. I want you to take 4 or 5 breaths to transition yourself up, moving mindfully, staying connected to what you feel internally as you come up towards tabletop position. Your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And we'll start to articulate through the spine, but no specific boundaries. We're listening. And we're savoring what this moment has to say. The same slow, naturally rhythmic movement. You start to find your way down onto your belly. So your hands can walk leisurely forward. Knees can step back. And slowly melt yourself down onto the ground. Bringing the tops of your feet onto the mat. One at a time, you'll prop up onto your forearms, elbows under your shoulders. Equal distance between elbows and wrists. Fingers spread wide. Feel the connection of your feet and your hands to the mat. So attuned that even with eyes closed, you get a sense of the texture, the temperature, and with that connection, you can start to lift through the heart, open across the collarbone. Gaze is just beyond your fingers. So we're not cranking or craning it. where you might feel a boundary or a limit. Stay with that. Give it breath. Give it time to explain the limit or the boundary. Even exploring those boundaries, there's still space and a willingness when you notice, when you observe that you want more. You can stay on your forearms. You can start to gently lift the elbows, moving from the Sphinx pose towards a seal. Your fingers slightly split. What are the sensations in your body? And as you're asked to patiently listen, does your mind become impatient? Can this exercise of listening be enough? About one more minute. Long breaths in and complete breaths out. Start to descend. Letting your elbows move toward either side and one vertebra at a time moving down onto the mat. Let's stack our palms so you can rest your forehead or a cheek, and then bend your knees and gently rock your heels side to side. Release your feet down, hands underneath of your shoulders. You're going to come back up towards a tabletop position. And again, maybe a few breaths to move and integrate that long hold, countering perhaps with some cats. I encourage you to move around with your eyes closed. Now, keeping your hips over your knees, just your hands will walk out, coming into puppy dog. So we're going to build on that Sphinx pose. Letting your heart, your chest, maybe your chin come down to the floor. Arms outstretched in front of you. Belly is soft. How does a focus on your breath keep your mind and heart engaged in your practice, in what's happening in your body? Just 4 more breaths in this shape. Before we move on, those at home, take the deepest breath in and open your mouth and lower the leg. Slowly walk your hands back in, coming back towards the tabletop. And again, you've got time and space to move around. Letting the conversation with ourselves deepen. When you're ready, when you step your right foot up between your hands. Now, if you have a bolster or a blanket, you can slide it right in front of your left quad. If you don't, that's fine. Top of your left foot is going to be down. You're going to start to sink forward. You have an option to bring blocks in if you've got something like that. To lift the chest. Feel the energy from the low half of your body. The low half of your body starting to ground down. It's not often that we explore this idea of feeling heavy in our body. Can we allow gravity to help open? Gazing down beyond your toes, letting your eyes close. Relax through your face. Your jaw. Over the course of about the next 10 breaths, I want you to move slowly and carefully We're going to take this low lunge into a lizard shape. To get there, the right foot's going to come to the outside of your right hand. You're going to start to let your upper body follow that grounding sensation, that rooting. Dropping your head, maybe coming to forearms. Relaxing the back of the neck. And scan the awareness through the body. There are obvious places where we will feel things. Where is there nuanced sensation? Things can feel hard or intense, not painful. Be willing to notice and respond. As you settle into lizard, you might relax your right knee open, roll into the edge of the foot, feeling even more deeply into your hip. There's no agenda. When we start trying to make decisions about what's happening, what things are, we stop listening. We can practice seeing things through beginner's eyes. Wherever your body decides to go, it's guided by your breath. About 8 more rounds. Staying with the listening and the novelty wears off. Open to the deeper message. Few more rounds. Just as carefully as we found our way into this expression, we slowly bring ourselves out. If your knees splayed open, use your hands to bring it back in. And from here, we start to walk our hands back, straightening out through the right leg, coming into a half split. You can use blocks if you like for your hands. Curling your toes back towards your face. Let your heart round in. The shape changes. And it just gives us space for a new perspective. A different message. And when your mind wanders, because it will, because that's what our mind does, take a moment to find gratitude for that. And then invite the awareness back. Exercising that muscle for long focus. Let's take one more minute. Three more breaths. Long, slow exhale. And gently start to come forward again. You can bring your knee back underneath of your hip. You've got about 6 breaths for whatever your body's asking for. Eventually, with no rush, the left foot's going to come forward, finding your way towards that loungy low lunge. Again, the bolster or pillow blanket, whatever you've got in front of the back knee, gives you something to resist into, but it's not necessary. Allow gravity to sink and settle. You might notice as we go into the second side where your starting point is. So curious that we can feel the little asymmetries in our body. You can feel the progress we made on the other side. But with an understanding that we don't have to go deeper. moving slowly. Eventually, over the next few breaths, exploring this into a lizard shape, bringing your foot a little wider, your heart a little softer. Can you look into the intensity of sensation? The epicenter of what you're feeling. And stay with it as an observer, not attached. What is the place that feels like your limit? It's just the idea of a limit. If there was a willingness to allow, there might be space for growth. As we're looking at the hips, if your jaw, face starts to tense up, unhinge, shift around. It's not uncommon when we work in our hips to exercise avoidance in our mind. That can be helpful, but here we don't need it. Keep breathing. Let's take 4 more long, slow, honest breaths. Last exhalation. And then avoiding using the muscle we just opened. Make your way back up. Help your knee to close its splayed pouch. And start to rock back. Melting your heart over your left thigh. You can round in. Chin can come towards chest. There is a play between the effort and the ease. You might actively press that heel down, not forcing. I notice that I'm working the back of my leg. My shoulders want to hold. Where do you feel it? Where are their peripheral effects? Same idea. May be relevant off of that as well. And get so wrapped into the big things, we're unaware of the peripheral effects. 6 breaths. Slow transition. Rocking forward. And from here, you're just going to come down onto your left hip and swing your leg in front of you. So I'm going to cue a half shoelace. If a full shoelace is part of your practice, you're welcome to go there, but we have work a bit into the hips. So for this, your right knee is going to come on top of your left knee. Bring flex into your right foot and stack the two. So this is a half shoelace. If you were in a full shoelace, both knees would be bent. In yawning yoga, this would be a cow face pose. If you bend both knees and your right sit bone comes up, keep your right and left leg straight. Nice and tall to start. And then take your arms out wide. So you're either going to hug opposite hand, opposite shoulder with your right elbow underneath, or you can go into a full Iridasana, eagle arm. Elbows lifted, forearms pressing away from your body. Breathing between your shoulder blades. You can stay just like this, or you might again invite gravity. And bow forward. Keep let your belly go soft. Feel the expansion in your low back and kidneys. And space to open in the more vulnerable side of your heart. Still aware of the connection of your body to your mat and to this space and this moment. About a minute and a half to go. Use the next 3 or 4 breaths to roll yourself up. Unwrap your arms. Undo the legs. Bend into both knees. Rock back onto your hands. Opening through the chest and just side to side with your knees. There's nothing else you have to do but be right here. Over the next 3 to 6 breaths, we're going to find the other side of that. Walk your chest back up, stretching your legs out. Your left knee is on top this time. Again, taking a half for a full. So knees snapping, flex foot to protect that knee. Nice tall spine to start. Arms out wide and either hugging or wrapping into your equal arm. Find a little upward lift to start, and then drop in with your breath. If your curiosity takes you there, bow in. If there are distractions, then take your mind away from the internal conversation and accept that there are things that happen that test our resolve. We come back to our practice over and over. 10 more breaths. Slowly, carefully, finding our way back up. Around. Uncrossing the legs. Feet about mat width distance, knees bent. Opposite hand, opposite elbow. Drop your chin to your chest. We'll just drop. Get the spine up. We're going to slowly walk our hands back so that we can recline down onto our backs. Stretch your legs out long. Reach your arms overhead. Take a breath that expands the whole length of your body. And let it go. And then bring your forearms along your sides, palms down by your hips. You're going to press up into a fish pose. So your palms will be right by your hips or slid under your seat. Point your toes, lift your chest. Drop your head back. Open through the throat. Just this beautiful counter to those eagle arms. And imagine your breath deep enough that an inhale can reach your belly. Only 3 more breaths here. And then one vertebra at a time, we roll back down. Full body stretch again. Inhale and exhale. Soft supine twist before we wind down and practice. practice. I'm going to bend knees, placing my feet on the mat with my knees slightly up, or my feet rather slightly apart, arms out wide. And I'm just going to drop my knees off to the left side. So it'll be a staggered stack of the knees, gazing towards my right side. I'm going to hook my left ankle outside my right knee and invite the knee towards the top of the mat. So it's a side body stretch and a gentle rotation in the spine. This is a great time to let your mind wander towards the people in your life that give you that gift of attention. That with their full self listen to you. And these people in these moments don't even have to be the ones closest to us. These moments where we feel seen and heard can be fleeting, so impactful. Paying attention to your body. When you have the desire to feel the other side of this twist, trust that intuition and respond. If you'd like some little adjustments in neutral before you go into the other side, trust your intuition. Respond. Just as you took a moment to consider the people that have held space for you to feel listened and heard and seen, take a moment to consider the times when you felt most tuned into someone else. How did you feel in your body? Were you grounded in the moment? What was the resonant effect that you felt actively participating in listening? Those moments when you felt most together, connected.
You're welcome to stay as you are as long as you like. Or find your way towards that final rest. Full body surrender. Allow yourself to stay with, savor, and enjoy the solitude of this moment. I invite you to consider the impact of taking time to go within, to get quiet, and to be patient with ourselves can have on our ability to connect and to feel together. Even if we don't have 60 minutes, 30 minutes, or even 10 minutes to get on our mats, we can take quiet moments of solitude so that we can better connect. I invite you to stay just as you are to finish practice. If you like, you can join me with hands over heart. To feel and honor our vitality, our life force. To recognize that in each of us there is light and there is love. And in that light and love, we are all connected. We are all sane. We brighten our own light so others can see it. I am grateful. I am humbled.
I'm so glad that I get to be here and that I get to share practice with you all. And so I bow and I say, with a smile on my face, the light of love that's in me sees and honors the light and the love that's in each of you. Namaste.